The Milwaukee Bucks have not only added Gary Harris Jr., but also a big-time upgrade in Miles Turner. A younger, more athletic Brook Lopez in Miles Turner stole him from the Indiana Pacers. We know there is beef between Giannis and Halliburton, and that head-to-head matchup over the past couple years has been insane, right? And they steal him. They take him, say, yeah, you went to the NBA Finals, you lost, and we'll take your guy, right? And also add Gary Harris. The Milwaukee Bucks are doing exactly what the NBA feared. However, they did lose Damian Lillard. They waived Damian Lillard. Let me know in the comments down below how you feel about that loss of Dame. Do you think it's going to hurt Giannis's opinion of the team? Do you think he's going to ask out? But overall in this video, I wanted to break down why. I want to show you why the NBA is terrified of this Milwaukee Bucks team. If they're able to keep Giannis here, good luck. Good luck. I'm going to break down why the scheme is going to work perfectly. Before we dive in, hit the like button. If we get over, let's say 500 likes on this video, I will post non-stop Bucks videos throughout the entirety of the offseason, summer league, free agency, everything. Let's dive in. Ladies and gentlemen, the Milwaukee Bucks have just stunned the NBA and might have just done enough to keep Giannis here in Milwaukee. They just lost Brook Lopez yesterday to the LA Clippers and were widely expected to lose out on Miles Turner to the Indiana Pacers. A lot of people thought he was going to go right back to Indiana, but nope, they shockingly pull him away on a 4-year, $107 million deal for the Milwaukee Bucks. I'm giving an A+. You had to do whatever it took to keep Giannis here, and this might just do it. So first thing we're going to see, he's actually a really good screen setter. We're going to give a DHO to Tyrese Halliburton. After we set that screen, we're going to do a little bit of a Varejao screen. Set a screen that way, and then boom, set it the other way as well. Really trying to put a lot of pressure on Gary Trent. So boom, boom, turn around. Now they're applying all the pressure to Brook Lopez. Brook Lopez now goes from guarding Turner to guarding Tyrese Halliburton. After the screen, we want to roll to the basket either which way because we know that big is no longer on us. He's on Tyrese Halliburton. We get to the lane. We find Miles Turner down low. Look at this, fadeaway mid-range. Brook Lopez does a great job getting back into the play, but it didn't matter because Miles Turner now has that mid-range shot. So smooth, and again, they utilized him a ton as a pick and roller. Right, boom, look at the little pocket pass off the go screen. We act like we're going to set the screen, never set it. Now we're just rolling to the basket. We get a nice little bounce pass right into the arms of Miles Turner as he's rolling to the basket. And look at this, right, stops on a dime. Pull up mid-range, easy money. And you guys are going to notice, I'm only breaking down his game versus the Milwaukee Bucks. I didn't want to sit here and, do all of his highlights. I wanted to show you what he can do in one game. In one game versus the Milwaukee Bucks. So that's what we're going to do. Really good defender as well. He can rebound the ball. Very physical, right? Athletic freak of nature and gets out in transition. That's probably one of my favorite things about him is he's a hustler. So on this specific play, we kind of see him out in transition. They're filling the lane extremely well. You see Pascal, first guy up, gets to the corner, right? Just filling the lane as best as possible because we know we have the numbers. We're playing 5-on-4. Look at Miles Turner. I mean, probably could have passed it out, but what a great finish right there by Miles Turner. Could have hit the 3-ball there, didn't. That's okay. Here we go. Once again, getting out in transition. Very excited about him. And the one thing I think about are these high pick and rolls and pick and pops between Miles Turner and, Giannis, right? Just imagine coming off a screen, Giannis coming off a screen from Miles Turner, getting downhill, forcing the center to switch, and you have to double. You have to double Giannis, leaving Miles Turner either wide open or just on a mismatch. Last season, Miles Turner averaged about 15.6 points a game, 6.5 rebounds a game, as well as 2 blocks, okay? So really good rim protector as well. I mean, he's going to be huge. Another nice screen here, right? Send 2, get a switch, drive in, stop, fade away, off the window, and 1. Amazing. Now, in this game, good block there on Giannis. Giannis wants a foul. Let's see, right? Gets a mismatch on Aaron Nesmith. Spins baseline. Look at the ground he makes up with the block. No call there. Let me know what you guys thought about that one when it first happened. But overall, if you want me to break down an entire video, maybe an 8-minute video on Myles Turner film, let me know in the comments down below. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. It is free. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe, and we will be covering the Milwaukee Bucks throughout the entirety of this year's offseason. We got you guys covered. Free agency, training camp, preseason, regular season. Join the family. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Ladies and gentlemen, the Milwaukee Bucks, shortly after signing Myles Turner and waiving Damian Lillard, which a lot of people are really upset about right now. Comment down below your opinion. Do you think it was a bad idea to waive the injured Damian Lillard, who is most likely going to miss the majority of this season, to sign Myles Turner to keep Giannis happy? However, right, maybe that's not the case, because now Giannis is unhappy that they waived Damian Lillard. So let me know what you guys think about that entire situation. But today and right now, they have signed Gary Harris, another guard who I feel like has been getting disrespected ever since he left the Denver Nuggets. Has not been getting the playing time he deserved. I think he's a good player with a lot of potential right here. Stop and pop three in the corner, playing within a role, looking to move off ball to set this screen, this, kind of, pin away to get Anthony Black the ball to the, the ball in the corner, and then rotates back, drains a three from that corner. We're going to break down some film. I want to show you what Gary Harris can bring to this Milwaukee Bucks team off the bench. I believe they brought back Gary Trent, brought back Taurean Prince. You signed Myles Turner. They needed to add more guard depth for sure, and I think this is one of those moves. Right here, look at Cole Anthony drive into the lane, create strong side rotation here because they have leverage, and they put Terry Rozier in what we like to call jail, essentially when you're stuck behind the ball carrier or the ball handler. You're pretty much going to create rotation, whether it be from the weak side or the strong side. In this case, they send strong side rotation from the corner. Boom, last second pass. Now, Gary Harris is a guy that can just spot up for three, right? Doesn't need to put the ball on the ground. He can just shoot, right? And that's something that can be very useful to a lot of NBA teams. And I feel like the Milwaukee Bucks said, you know what? Let's go get this guy. Now, last season, only averaged 3 points a game. Only played, let's see. He only played in 48 games, but only 14 minutes a night. Now, over his career, he's averaging about 10 points a game, shooting 37% from downtown, and just a couple of years ago, shot 43% from the three-point line. Okay, so this is a guy that can shoot threes, and he can do it at a high rate. Another one, weak side rotation, pull up three in the corner. This is a guy I believe that you can just stick into the corner of games, and he can be utilized. Now, I'm already thinking of ways you can run high pick and roll with Giannis and Myles Turner, right? Being able to draw some double teams, some rotation, right? And then you're going to have Gary Harris open. I think it's going to be a lot of that this season for the Milwaukee Bucks, and it makes a lot of sense. I think it could be a lot. So let me just draw you a picture here, okay? So let's pretend this is Giannis. Let's pretend this is Myles Turner. Every team in the NBA, they send over, right, and they rotate over off those screens, right? So essentially Giannis drawing up a double team, right? Let's say Myles Turner gets to that three-point line, right? Boom. Okay, so this is your play. As Myles Turner gets here, you're going to see rotation here. You're going to see a cut here. You're going to see rotation here, and then Gary Harris is wide open for three. That's just what you're going to see. That's what they could run all year. And it's kind of what they run here, not exactly, but essentially it works. And I do believe Gary Harris will be a solid pickup here for them. I don't know how much he's going to play. Maybe 20 to 23 minutes a night, maybe even less than that, maybe 15 to 20 minutes a night. But either way, you add more three-point scoring and a guy that can add versatility to your team. So let me know what you guys think. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. It is free. It doesn't cost anything to join the family. And we will be covering the Milwaukee Bucks throughout the entirety of this year's offseason, training camp, free agency, preseason, regular season, breaking down film just like this here. We got you guys covered, and I'll see you in the next Bucks update. Peace.